Hello, welcome to these 10 minutes after running stretching. I just came back from my run, in fact, and I would like to share with you a very effective and nice stretching after your running to make sure that tomorrow you're not going to feel sore. First, let's start with our feet, which have endured all the workout that we've done today running. So let's start in this position and just bend one knee, lifting your heel up and just pushing down those toes. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1, inhale and exhale, 2, and last inhale and 3. From this position, we're gonna go the opposite, so facing our toes down and all the toes just bend, and we press on top of them very gently. Feel where you can, until where you can push down, and feel the stretch in the frontal part of your lower leg. 1 inhale, 2, and 3. Very good. Let's go with the other foot. So we push forward first, really feeling the toes opening. 3 exhales. Breathe together with me. 2nd. And 3rd. Well done. Let's reverse that and let's stretch the frontal part. It should hurt. Take it easy first, and then you can deepen it with your 3 breaths with me. 2 and 3. Good. From this position, we're gonna go again to this foot with our toes bended, but we're going to go first on the big toe and then on the small one, just really swinging our foot and feeling the stretch on all the frontal part of our lower leg. We do this for 1 more time on the big toe, and then changing to the external part of the foot. 2nd to the big toe, and then the little finger there, and then the 3rd, and here we go. Let's change. So big toe, and rotate to the external part of that foot for a 2nd time. Feel the sensation of your foot on the ground, and get awareness of all those little parts of our body that we never go touch. Okay, great. From here, let's move to the calves. So let's go on the side. 1 foot is in front, 1 foot is back, and from here we're going to bend the foot that is in the knee that is in front of us, and we're going to use our hips to go forward. So think of your hips that go forward so that your very straight back leg is stretching in the rear part where our calves muscle are. Now we have 3 muscles there, and we're gonna stretch them all. So think of your hips going forward, using them as a weight to stretch those muscles in there. Once again, breathe. And we've done 3 breaths already. Now let's turn our toes to the outside a little, so that when we repeat the same range of movement with our hips forward, we are actually stretching the lateral part of the outside calf. So feel the stretch. You can do 1 step forward like I did in this position, but feel the rear back, the back leg very straight, and the heel, it's still on the floor. So pushes back on the floor while your hips push forward. Come back a little. Now you want to be a little bit closer for this one with your legs, and we turn that toe inward actually, and we do the same thing. This way you must think of pushing your big toe and the heel down to the floor while strengthening that leg very straight and pushing your hips forward. Only with your intention, you're going to stretch all the muscles. They're not gonna do the job by themselves. And inhaling, coming back. And we're gonna do the other leg. So first one is the front. The feet are both parallel. And we push with our hips forward. Inhale. And 2. And 3. Now we rotate that big toe a little bit out and we take one step forward and we keep pushing in front of us with our hips, and we feel the external part of the foot pushing down the floor so that we can stretch the lateral calves. And one more breath. And come back. Inhaling, push back a little bit closer. Move that toe inward. The back toe inward, and we go again. Now is the big toe that pushes down the mat while the leg is very straight. And only with your intention, we're going to stretch that internal calf muscle. One more breath. And very good. Push back. It's our time to go down. So from here, try to stay with your back straight and just bend it over straight until you can. When you cannot more, then you bend your knees and you reach down with your hands. Now walk those hands a little bit in front of you and just come down to all four position, table position. From here, we're going to stretch again the calves just a little, one leg at a time. So one leg pushes back with our heel, pushing back, and one more breath. We stay here and we come back. Then we straighten the other leg straight and we push back with the heel. So only my toes are pointed down on the mat and my heel is pushing back. This is a nice stretch too for our calves. Good. From this position, we're going to take it to what is your version of the downward facing dog. Now, if you can do this like this, so if your legs can be straight, if your heels can touch the floor, then go ahead and do your version of the downward facing dog. If you still cannot, please come with me. Bend your knees, lift your heels, and try to push up with your butt, like you can see mine right now, and try to flatten that lower back that now is rounded, and now I'm trying to flatten. How do we do this? We push with our hands and fingers down the floor. We put our head in between our arms and we rotate our biceps so that they face up and our triceps, they face down. In this way, please try to take your ears away from the shoulders. So put your shoulder blades back in place and free your head from your shoulders. Keep pushing away the mat and really pushing up with those sitting bones and flattening the lower back. It's an active stretching, it is not passive. So if you're here, stay here for 3 breaths. I'll go down to my downward facing dog for 3 breaths. 1 and 2 and 3. Very good. Let's come down to a kneeling position. Now put your feet close to each other and knees close to each other. We're going to push with our hands or our fists down the floor and stretch again the frontal part of our lower legs. How do we do this? We push down with our hands or fists, whatever you want, and we lift our knees up so that, as you can see, my frontal lower legs are stretching together with the feet and those muscles on the top of my feet. Breathe in here, and we're gonna do it one more time. You really need to be strong on your shoulders and on your core for this. So let's go again. If it feels uncomfortable, stay where you feel a little bit of discomfort and breathe. Try to relax the feet. And inhaling, coming back. Well done. One last one. We're gonna go down, lying down on the floor and stretching our quads. So take one foot, relax your head on your hand, take one foot, squeeze the glute, and then pull that foot towards you. While you squeeze the glutes, then it's going to stretch your frontal quads more. The more you squeeze, the more it stretches. And we change. The other leg. And again, squeeze the glute and then pull the foot closer to you. And then release. And then release. Good. And we're ready to rest on our child pose in here.